welcome to our Orville edition of the Matt and Rob Show, where we discuss this week's Orville episode.
Or the newest week, because it wouldn't be this week's.
Or just the latest.
The latest.
There you go. The latest episode of the Fox hit series, Seth-MacFarlane's The Orville.
The Fox shit series.
Oh. This is what you're going to get with this podcast.
That's it. We've got a lover. We've got a hater.
Listen back to our previous episode and stuff. And you know what, Rob?
But two listeners, and there are two watchers indeed.
Yes. We are contributing to the ratings. And do you know what I want to do, Rob?
What do you want to do?
Just like how this episode started, let's just hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
Yeah. Because I have here, hit the ground running, just how I like my intros.
Yeah.
The ship's in danger in some kind of storm or of such.
We're in a plasma storm.
We're in a ooh.
That's how we're kicking it off, in a plasma storm.
We're right in a plasma storm.
A pink lightning bolty bullshitty fucking plasma storm. And immediately the ship's fucked.
Yeah, like there's no calm before the storm. There's no karaoke. There's no a walk to engineering.
No, there's just
there isn't engineering.
A fucking dead guy.
We'll get there.
A dying man.
An explosion.
There is an explosion.
And Newton calls up, says that there are explosion in engineering and they need Alara now.
Need her.
Because she's super strong.
Well, they need her because that fucking, that piece of ship fell down and crushed fucking Payne.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Payne.
Good. Rob's learning.
Okay.
What's his first name?
Something stupid like Harrison.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I've written down as we get to it.
Right.
But yeah, they need her.
Yeah.
But, sorry, there's one thing I noticed that during the storm, from the storm to the guy dying, there were 3 all transferred to your comm done. Yeah. Like, Lamar was like, yeah, let me just transfer this to Malloy, beep. And then Isaac was like, I have an idea. Maybe if we... Baba, he's like, cool, let me transfer that to you. Okay, cool, beep. And then Newton transferred up stuff from engineering. I was like, why is there so many transfers?
Yeah. Here's this. I'm going to surprise you with this. First note, plasma storm. Second note, dude crushed by ship. Third note, / probably a stupid simulation.
Oh, shit.
Third note in.
It's not
even to the cold credits.
But that's not the simulation.
This part's not.
But
I assumed already 2 minutes in.
Spoiler.
This whole thing was going to be based off a fucking simulation.
Spoiler for this podcast.
I'm learning.
How this podcast ends.
I'm fucking learning.
Yeah, you are. I'll tell you that.
And I didn't even finish the episode.
So the beam falls on Engineer and Alara.
She's sent up to help because she's got super strongness, and she knows some computers.
Yes.
And then
her race is super strong because the gravity's
and we get in there. She runs. She's booking it.
Yeah,
she's hauling some ass down the hallway.
She is. Her tiny self is hauling
going
ass.
in there. She's quick, low to the ground, center of gravity.
Yeah.
And she gets in there. She's going to save Lieutenant Payne.
Harrison Payne.
Big explosion. Fire. Bitch is afraid of fire.
Who knows why?
Nobody
didn't say.
She's got it in her eyes.
So she hesitated.
Mm-hmm.
Then another beam fell and finished everything off.
That's right. And I've got Gary Busey is dead because I didn't know his name at this time, and he looked a little like Gary Busey.
You did?
A little bit.
I can't do a Gary Busey, so I would there.
Yeah, Gary Busey would be the same as you making fun of my laugh. That would honestly be very close to it.
So he's dead.
Gary Busey's dead.
And then we got credits.
Yeah, we got credits. After the credits, one of the most annoying parts of the show. However, I've gotten really good at skipping.
Oh, good.
I now come in one click.
Nice.
Into the movie. No more credits.
The show.
Yeah. And we cut in on a crew ceremony where...
It's a funeral. It's not a crew ceremony.
I'm sorry. It's a crewmate ceremony or whatever I have written.
Funeral.
But yeah, it's a funeral. They're talking. Ed's up there saying some shit. And then he gives it over to Newton. Gives it over to Newton. I've already got... Before Newton even gets up there, I've got Lieutenant Payne. Ha ha ha. Shitty emoji.
Okay.
Because this is where I find out his name's Lieutenant Payne, or this is where I realize it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great. here's a fucking joke. Let's say something stupid, guys.
Yeah.
And it happens.
And it does. And he says that
I like that he explains it.
He's like, what was the joke? It's ironic that his name was Payne because he probably died in a lot of it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of humor he had.
Yeah, before you get mad at me.
Yeah.
That was the kind of humor he would have laughed.
Yeah. He was his best friend, but we haven't seen him. Like, we've seen Newton in previous episodes, but we haven't seen this guy all season.
No, not at all.
Okay. So then we have... Sorry. So I went... So naturally, Alara's taking it out on herself.
Definitely.
Which, I get it, I suppose. And then we're having a... Remember in Avengers, the scene with Captain America and the punching bag?
Yes.
We have that with Alara.
And Alara's doing she does very bad punch acting.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, she looks flimsy.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
I was
too busy watching the people around her.
It's a lot of like the way she's swinging is like it's not legit.
Because I didn't know it was a simulator because I was being like, where are they?
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck is any of this? I just figured she was in like the ship gym.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. But why would it look like that?
Yeah, I mean, but with this, like, you have enough money. Send her to the gym for 2 days to train with anybody who knows how to punch.
Yeah.
And it would have looked better than your noodle ass arms.
Well,
slapping a bag.
Remember in the episode 3 with Bortus and his kid, and then Bortus was like, no, they tried to give Bortus some stress reliever or teach him about women being strong, so they had a boxing match between him and Alara, and then Alara just said, oh, Commander Grayson has taught me a few things about Earth's boxing. Clearly not that much.
No, not at all.
So sorry, Kelly and Claire show up and try to tell her it's not her fault.
Yep.
And then she admits to freezing in the situation. Like, she hasn't told anyone yet that she froze because of the fire. And then we get a
simulator joke.
A similar joke with Malloy and Lamar.
Stupid.
Which whatever, they gotta throw him in.
Whatever.
We have a death already. I think we have the first death.
I mean, no. Yeah, kind of death, because what's her name? Priya?
Yeah.
Kind of dead, kind of not dead.
Well,
because they changed the future,
kind of
so
out of existence.
Yeah, same thing. So I mean, with this one, with somebody dying, like, I figured this one to be another one that should be played straighter than they played it.
Yeah.
Maybe not straight cold face, stone face, but straighter than they played it. A lot of dumb jokes.
So Lamar and Malloy walk in, and they're in like Victorian clothes, holding rifles, saying that we but just classic Lamar and Malloy hijinks.
The British judge wig,
like classic Lamar and Malloy hijinks.
Yep, these little comedy cats.
They're like, why do we even have a reservation? So then they leave. She kicks Claire and Kelly out.
Yeah, we get a little more foofy talk, and then kicks her out, and then back-to-back simulator jokes.
Ooh, Border shows up in the same outfit and goes, "Am I early?"
Way to go.
No, where are we?
And then this is a little realistic part that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
Where they cut over to Ed, and he's trying to write like an obituary or something, or
he's writing condolences to Payne's parents.
Yeah, and I mean, it's realistic. Like, he's like, I don't fucking know the guy. Yeah. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I would just say, let Chief Newton do it. He's his superior.
Yeah,
he knows him the best. That would be. If I was a parent, I like the captain would be like, in fairness, the captain wouldn't know me, but this would be just as good.
Yeah, I mean, if you were friends with him, go ahead and write it. But yeah, give it to his superior, his direct superior. And not that I'm a fan of a lot of these jokes, but like this was played nice. Yeah, like, you call him a neat guy, like, whatever. And I'm good with that. If I'm gonna have a favorite joke, that's gonna be my favorite joke of the episode.
Oh, okay. So Alara shows up and says that she wants to hand in her resignation.
Yes.
She froze. She she says that Payne is dead because she was too scared and didn't feel fit. And doesn't feel fit for duty.
Oh, real quick, I'm gonna go here and say Malloy is gonna be one of my favorite characters.
Oh yeah.
Out of all this, yeah, because again, just like in the episode before where he had like the legit advice, same thing. He's a smart man. He told him when he's writing this, go back into, like, pull from his file. Smart man.
Hold hold that thought because it will come up. All right.
Okay.
Cool. So Ed says that when he met her first 6 months ago. So now we know that it's been 6 months. He had his doubts that she was too young and too inexperienced, but now he says, and this is a quote: "If I was being rushed by an angry Macfarlane who wanted to kill me, the one person that I want by my side is you."
Right.
Why has it got to be Macfarlane? Macfarlane is the Bordis character.
Oh, I'm sure because he could rip your fucking head off.
Yeah, but I have. Why has it got to be a Macfarlane?
Yeah. What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, right. Ed suggests psychological insight into her fear of fire, so we ask Dr. Claire, and then we ask her parents.
Yeah.
Now.
Parents, dad's from Everybody Loves Raymond, yeah? No? Looks like him, though.
I guess, maybe a bit younger.
On a glance, if you didn't really watch.
This is our first official, and I want you to put like an echo or like a voice over this, our first official Star Trek cameo. This is our first actor to be in both.
Really?
I'm sure we'll get more, but this is right.
Who, the guy or the girl?
This is Robert Picardo, the actor.
His last name is Picardo.
Picardo, yeah.
Well played.
He plays the android doctor on Star Trek Voyager.
Okay.
Because in the pilot, the actual doctor died, and the thing is, with the Voyager, it's about a ship getting lost in space.
Okay.
So the doctor died, and then there's a automatic program of a simulated android doctor that comes into play, and then they just left him be the doctor.
I can see a porn parody coming off with the Star Trek Voyager to where they're just kind of in space, and it's called Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah.
And you just peeking in through space windows.
It's probably been
done. You can make it real funny because you can just take the big like NASA spacesuit and just have him float through the window.
I don't think they think that much on the funny side for porn.
Yeah.
So, and he also plays Richard
Wopat
Woosley in Stargate. He's also a big Stargate fan. But this was after Voyager.
Woosley sounds like some Potter shit.
Ooh. Her parents say that maybe it's time for her to come home and get her degree. Says that she might be. Oh, we also learned that apparently she's slow. Like they're like like
Downsy.
No, they say that loads of people are slow and blah blah blah, and like that's why we have a place like this to help the less educated.
Oh, gotcha.
But are they just saying that because she's in the military?
Growing up.
No, are they just saying that because she's in the military because they assume she's slow and then she's like, there's loads of positives about being in the military because they view because we learned that their race views the military as kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Even though the Union isn't military. Because I know Starfleet is more of an exploratory, not so much military.
Right. Yeah, that's probably why they only need one person, like realistically. I mean, if they were...
What you mean?
Like they only need her on the ship as like an advisor.
Well,
rather than like if they were
the chief of security.
Well, that's what I'm saying, chief of security. But like if they weren't like an exploratory one, if they were more of like a whatever the fuck's more intense, like like actually like a recon one or an intel one, you would probably need more than just one badass on the thing.
She asked about her fear of fire and said that there was an incident in the house. There was a fire. Her mom fell asleep. Doesn't sound very smart. And then the cry woke her up, and she sounded like she was really afraid of it and stuff like that. And blah 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 blah. Right. Ends with a joke.
Of course.
Says, settle an argument for me, would you, Alara? Do I look like I put on weight? Ha ha. Next scene. Alara leaves and walks down the hallway, and what does she see, Rob?
Fucking clown.
Fucking clown.
Some stupid fucking clown.
Well, it makes sense later in the episode, I guess, but
no,
we get a fucking clown. So the clown rushes at her, shoves her, disappears.
Oh, so the
spoiler.
Spoiler. I mean, to jump ahead. So this is when it starts.
Her walking down that hallway. Yes,
that's the start of it all.
Yes.
Okay.
So between that and after she talked to her parents, between that she went to Ed with Isaac, because Isaac's the one who wrote the program.
Right.
We went to Ed and said that. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So Alara goes to the bridge and asks to be relieved of duty because she thinks she's crazy. Just saw a clown.
Yep.
Lamar don't like clowns.
Lamar don't like clowns, and this whole clown thing goes on for fucking eternity.
No,
what kind of clown? Is it this clown? Are we doing this clown? Oh my god, clowns! What's a clown? Oh, well, it's a clown. And
most clowns are scary because they're
fucking
hungry.
Leave it alone. It's a fucking clown.
Ed states that anyone who can acknowledge that they are crazy probably are not. Because if you think, I go double-sided, Rob. Good job. We got another. So they just go to check the footage. You know, like that's a simple. Yeah. You know, you're not crazy, or I don't believe you're crazy. Let's just check the footage.
Right. Check the footage. They find the clown.
They find the clown,
but they don't find where he runs off to because there's nowhere for him to run after he passes her.
There's not.
So now we got a magic disappearing clown.
We do,
and a search party. We got a search party now.
And what is your favorite character's caution?
What's his caution?
Malloy cautions everyone to be on the lookout for pies.
Oh, yeah. It'll be on the lookout for pies, balloon animals, and something else. I've got blah, blah, blah.
No, Ed agrees and says, yes, pies, seltzer bottles, balloon animals, be alert. Which I thought was a little bit of a funny joke. Kind of like... Because that's the level of serious to joke I like. It kind of was like, you know what, you're right. Like, it's a clown, because he didn't kind of make sarcastic of it. He was like, a clown, pies.
I'll give you that. Like, it was good because it was like, he ran it as if it was like if it was a straight sentence.
Yeah, you know what, pies, seltzer water, balloon animals.
Yeah. It was, it definitely wasn't like a sarcastic, like,
So,
dick.
We got, so where are you now?
I'm doing
a lot of talking. I'm going to let Rob take over.
Laura finds, they're all searching around. Everybody's like broke up, and you're looking there, they're looking there. And she finds a clown.
But who's she with?
She's with nobody.
No, she's with Bortus, and they search the shuttle bay.
Where the fuck did Bortus go then?
I have it here because I watched this episode twice because I tend to watch them twice now.
Okay.
One to watch.
Yeah.
And then one to notes.
One to note. Okay.
Because I do a lot of...
I don't enjoy the show enough to go double time on this.
No, I watch a scene and then I pause. I watch a scene and then pause, which sucked because I knew I always do the notes before I come here, but I knew we were going to go see the Justice League, which we just did a podcast on. You should listen to that. But I was like, fuck, I won't be able to do it. So I watched it when it came out, but then I did this fucking like Thursday morning at like 6 a.m. when my girlfriend was in bed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, bring out the phone, just wake up, and my dog's asleep on my lap, and I'm just like...
what I'm doing is like, I'm not watching it. Like, I'm if I can get a break from my notes, from my writing, then I'll glance up and see what's going on. So, like, I'm writing notes, and I'm listening to it. I've got my headphones on, I'm watching it on the computer, and she finds the clown, and they're standing in wherever the fuck they're standing. I didn't even know she was with fucking Bortus.
So they both show up in the shuttle bay, and the power is off, and then Bortus just goes, I'll check the upper level, and then exit scene, upper level.
Okay. The nowhere to be seen upper level.
Oh, of course.
So she's kind of looking around, and then all of a sudden, there's the clown, and it rushes her.
It looking, which is, I guess, if you're doing scary clowns, that's fine. That's the origin of scary clowns, but yeah.
So then it rushes her. My
punches back and forth.
My next note is fucking over it. So what are we, like 8 minutes into the show right now? Over it already?
Maybe, yeah.
And then there's like a scuffle, and her gun drops.
Yeah.
And the clown gets the gun, sets it to die, or whatever, death setting.
Yeah. Vaporize.
And something happens. She wiggles her butt or some shit. She gets the gun back. Kills him.
A good old butt wiggling, apparently.
Nothing wrong with it. So, she kills him.
Yeah, dead.
And
so now we're in a meeting.
They're in the meeting. They're talking about it. She says, hey, the clown's fucking super strong. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm super strong. And it was kind of a struggle. Super clown.
I've written down here, we haven't seen a staff in the meeting room yet. Because that's one of the big things in I hate to bring up, which we always do. We bring back to Star Trek.
Yeah.
And it's always fun because it has all the main characters in a room talking about the situation.
Yeah.
What, like, as in, like, it would cut. They'd be like, "What do you mean the Klingons are attacking?" Well, we did this, Mr. Data, and then this, and they're all in a room talking about what to do. And then, okay, everyone is dismissed. Now we got one of those.
A little work huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all saying there might be more clowns, and they're all fucking...
never know. And we got Bortus saying, hey, you know what? Yellow alert this bitch.
Do it.
We're not going to go red.
No, yellow's a good,
let's hit a yellow
warning,
because we think we might have a hold on it.
Been on your ease.
You killed one of them.
Yeah,
We've only seen one of them.
Yeah.
Let's go yellow. Yellow's a safe move. I'll give it to them.
Yeah.
They can have that.
Yeah.
So then Alora and Kelly they go on a little walkabout. They're going to little chit-chat, little walkabout.
They say that they need a drink. They're going to go to the mess hall.
They're going to go to the mess hall. And
Kelly goes, let me get changed. See you there in 20.
That's right.
But, and what does she see?
That doesn't work out.
Infinity.
She sees infinity. I've got, Kelly falls out of a door.
Pretty much.
That's what happened.
Her room has turned into a bottomless pit.
Yeah. So, this whole... Well, all this randomness is going on. I'm just like...
Random.
I'm just like, what the fuck is any of this? Like,
Hashtag
none
random.
of this shit makes sense. I mean, yeah, it's all tied in later on, but it's like...
Well, has it not got your attention more? You're not sitting up in your chair and you're like, wait, what?
No, I give a fuck less. This is all this roll of a dice. Let's see. To have her open the door, what happens next? 9. What's 9 on the board? Fucking infinity. Put it in. Yeah. It's like fucking Gremlins 2, whatever it's called, the fucking brainstorm.
Oh, the
yeah,
Key and Peele adaptation of yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So they go tell Ed all this, and then Ed, being smart, even though this is a simulation, Ed says that maybe it's us.
Yeah, maybe it's
These
us.
things aren't clearly real. But maybe it's us.
Maybe it's us. But there's only 2 of us, so maybe it's just you. Who the fuck knows? And then comes Bortus, and he's just like, what's going on? Just, so you know, killed an alligator with a chair. Just, he's dead.
Yep.
No matter what's going on, just, he's dead.
So then the doctor's like, cool, let's do some brain scans.
Everybody gets brain scans.
Everyone should get some brain scans. Alara first.
Alara first. Definitely Alara first. So everything looks legit. They're in the med bay. Just hanging out. Like, all right, cool, yeah, Doc, you take my jacket off. I'll lay down on the bed. We're all good.
Yeah.
And yeah, Doc seems legit. She seems like regular Claire.
But where is everybody? They're out for lunch.
Yeah, everybody's.
She's like all at once.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We're in the med bay.
And you know what? This would be our 3rd episode of Claire acting. You know, like Claire. I didn't think she'd be as big as character as she is when I was first introduced to it. And then we had our solo Claire episode. And then we just had Claire being all sexed up. And now we got Psycho Claire.
Yeah. And I think, you know what? I think she plays a good Claire.
She does. I can't picture anyone else playing Claire.
She's good. I mean, I like her better than Park.
Nurse who Nurse Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, he's not around much longer in this simulation.
No, but we don't know it's a simulation.
So, yeah, right. I was like, oh shit, because then I thought that was really good, because I was like, we just introduced this character last episode.
Yeah, let's get him out of here.
And let's just kill him. Like, you know, for that little bit that we care about him, now he's gone.
Yeah, done.
Ooh, and then I got suspicious when Malloy...
You just got Walking Dead.
Died. Yeah, pretty much, right?
Yeah. So, we got the brain scan's about to get started, and apparently, like, it's not a comfortable thing. So she, Doc Claire's just like, all right, bam, hit the button. Guess what? Now you're in restraints. Ooh. She doesn't understand that. And she's like, well, you know, like, what's up with this?
The best way to the brain is through the stomach.
Yeah, and then she starts fucking, we got to go through the stomach, and then through the spine, and then into the nose, or whatever the fuck she says. And it's just like, what the fuck? So, you know... And then Park shows up, or that she's like...
No, so she's like, I'll be right back.
Get something, yeah.
And then Park shows up and is like trying to help, but he's locked out of it.
He's like, what the fuck's going on here?
Shot in the back.
Definitely shot in the back.
Park's dead.
Yeah, Park's dead. And apparently Alora can't break out of these restraints. They're quadruple reinforced?
So at that point she can't.
Well, yeah, she magics out of them.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She's about to perform surgery on her, but then she somehow gets out through the power of screaming. Yeah. And then calls in an emergency team. Mm-hmm. So
that's it.
So Claire's put in a cell.
She's in the cell.
She's acting very
tripping balls.
By the looks of it, actually says very like the darkness is coming and it's coming for you and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. A lot of cleavage. Did you notice?
Is she cleaving?
She's doing a lot of like going. I think they're trying to make Claire a sex symbol, which is fine. But there's just a lot of cleavage. She's doing a lot of like. I'm evil Claire now.
I didn't know about the cleaving. I did feel that she was trying to like sex it up a little bit, like give it a little Harley Quinn, a little devious sexing it up, and I'm just like, I guess you can do that. It's completely unnecessary.
But she's all just like, the evil is coming.
Yeah.
And then we learn that Park's dead, but
yep.
So when Alara killed the clown with the thing set to kill, it disintegrated him.
Mm-hmm.
But when Claire killed Park, it was just a shot in the back. You know what I mean? It wasn't a...
Maybe it wasn't set to kill.
But then they said, why did you kill Park?
Yeah, maybe he died. Maybe he died. Maybe he's
pacemaker and
maybe he's just a weak little bitch.
Yeah. Oh, hey, don't you speak bad of my new favorite character.
Yeah. But then we get pointless pizza joke.
Yeah.
Because she's talking, whatever, because like, can we get you anything? She's like, a pizza.
What kind of pizza?
Yeah.
Haha.
He's like, she doesn't get a pizza.
She doesn't get a pizza. Yeah. So, back to the meeting room.
Oh, well, she tells... See, I thought this was leading somewhere, because in one of her things, she tells Ed, like, oh, look outside, blah, blah, blah. And I thought they were going to look outside, and like, at this point, I was like, I don't really know what's going on. Maybe she's like the bad person. Maybe she's like infected with like crazy clown stuff.
Yeah.
And now, like, she's distracted everybody, and she's led them into a weird field.
Yeah, no.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all. And then I've got pointlessly being creepy.
So we're back in the meeting room.
Mm-hmm.
And Kelly suggests that maybe it's something to do with the plasma storm.
Good suggestion.
The damages to the ship has infected them mentally. Like, she was like, bear with me.
Right.
It's a crazy idea. And then spiders everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and then
you're missing piss poor purgatory joke.
Oh, go on. Oh,
she says, "Well, maybe we're in purgatory."
I only missed it because I didn't write it down because that was in the trailer for.
Was it
next week's episode? Hey, maybe we're in purgatory. You ever been married? Ha ha ha.
Yeah, it's like ha ha hard har.
On another episode of the Orville.
And then there was the throwaway. It was just like, oh, she's just talking out of her ass, and he's like, well, make sure to enunciate.
Yeah.
And it was just like, hey,
I think I missed that one too.
Hardy har, guys.
Har.
But her suggestion is, it was a plasma storm. It's fucked us all up. We need to go back into it. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, okay, come on. This isn't the 80s amnesia joke where you hit him on the head once and we just got to hit him on the head again. They didn't. But I can see, like, I can see the idea.
She was more like the solution is in the plasma storm because then after post spiders, Bortus suggested a special way to get the shields working in a way that they can help the plasma help it out so that they weren't trying to get struck again.
Right. They were just trying to get back there.
Yeah. And
to try to, maybe there was something we missed.
Maybe knowing us, probably more than likely.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about it. I was just like, well, a plasma storm, but damn near killed you in the first place.
Yeah.
You want to go back to it. 80s amnesia idea. And I'm just like, I don't know. I see why you would suggest that. I don't know what you're really going to gain from it.
Yes.
Because it's not like plasma leaked into the thing.
Yes.
Like, what are you going to find? You're just going to find the storm again.
They're literally just backtracking.
Right.
So we get spiders. One spider shows up, and they're like, it's not real, it's not real. And then spiders show up all over the room, and it's like, it's not real, it's not real. One lands on Malloy, like, touches them. So that's how we're like, okay, they're real.
You know, there was also another theory I had about this, was that it was just whatever, like, after this plasma thing was said, was just like, oh, well, whatever happened in the plasma thing, like, now it's just vividly projecting everybody's fears. Yeah. Because we got whatever afraid of clowns.
Yeah.
So now everybody's fears are just coming through. But why is it that more than just the afraid person can interact with these?
Yeah.
That was weird. I was trying to figure that one out, too.
Well, we learned that Malloy wasn't the one who was afraid of spiders, but...
Who was?
I have it written down. We'll get there.
Was it Kate?
No, Kate didn't have her fears in it. Ed states, then you go back to Storm, blah, blah, blah. So that from now on, everyone needs to carry a weapon. They don't know what they're expecting. Probably still on yellow.
Definitely still on yellow. 100%.
So Alara and Malloy now makes their way to the elevator.
Because everybody broke up. Everybody split up. We're going to go find out.
So he's, I think they're on their way to either engineering or the bridge. I don't know. No, they've gone hunting.
Oh, everybody's out trying to find things.
Except for Bortus, who went to engineering. And and Isaac, who's on the bridge.
Gotcha.
I think that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
So they make their way to the elevator, and Malloy states that everything still isn't her fault. She's beating herself up, and so this is what I've written here. This is this side of Malloy I like. He's a nice guy who just goofs around and is good at his job. He's generally good at his job, and he's generally a nice person. Definitely. And then on a new thing I wrote, I think I hate Lamar. Ask Rob about that. You never see him excel at his work. You heard that he's a good navigator. He's a level 8 helmsman, and you never see him contribute.
He's always fucking off.
But in the 2 meetings we had, he's just literally because I noticed it when I watched it, but when I was watching the second time when Bortus mentioned the shield, and then Isaac's like, yes, I could do this. You see Lamar, his face just be like, huh? Like go back at him, just being like,
well, in all fairness, his job is to be he's the passenger in the rally car.
But
just like go left.
But so he doesn't contribute, always acting childish, always messing around, and just doesn't care.
He can do his job and no more. But that's it. He can navigate and that's it.
But he's like that. Like, okay, remember the episode when the navigation was down and they were like, just a star map it, and then everyone's like, you better not get us lost, and he's looking at like, dude, I got a star map, that's gonna take so long. Like, and then the whole
he's just the extra body in the dish room. That's all it is. He's just like, we need somebody to fill this hole. So and so called out. Lamar will do it.
Okay, he seems like the guy at work who would say, that's not my job. That's not my job. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go the extra mile because that's not my job.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got a spill on table 4.
But that's the thing. He knows everything about navigation. He can probably build the systems. He can put them back. He could star map. He just doesn't want to because he's lazy. Yeah. And it's because of technology. It's not his job to star map anymore. But
like we first meet him and he instantly says to the captain, our last captain let us have sodas. They probably didn't. He's just trying to get one over. Right. So he's just automatically disrespecting. He doesn't have any respect for anything.
No. He's just, just like in the show.
Kill him off.
He's just like, we need a navigator. Get Lamar.
He's the voice of... No, he's not the voice.
He was on The Voice?
No, he is a voice actor in Family Guy a bit. Like,
is he really?
Yeah, he's involved. Malloy's a Stan in American Dad? The son? No, not Stan. No. The son. Steve.
Oh,
Dad!
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Okay, so after I give Malloy a blowjob, a giant spider comes out of the elevator.
Yeah. Shitty looking spider.
Yeah, they don't have 300 million to make a TV show.
Right. They can't pull an 8-legged freaks.
From it, and Malloy's making like a funny I quit, I'm done, and then he just trips.
Yeah.
Like
a fucking carpet bump.
Yeah. And then he just gets eaten. And Alara, he does. He
does. He gets eaten, but Alara freezes again.
No.
Because she's got the gun. Oh, and I can see the hesitant, I don't want to shoot him, but there's a lot of spider to shoot. Now, and she doesn't do a goddamn thing.
I know I've written here, and I know I just said it's my second time watching it, but after Malloy died, I remember thinking okay, something's up. This is a hallucination. I didn't think thingy because I didn't think simulator because I didn't think memory wipe. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah.
But I was like, something's up. Something's not real.
See, now this with the simulator, when I thought about it, I just thought the whole episode was in a simulator. I thought because originally I thought, this whole plasma storm's just a simulation, so this guy's not really dead. But then the funeral happened, and I was like, maybe it's not a simulation. But then all this weird shit started happening. I was like, simulation. Yeah. So I thought Payne was going to be okay. Malloy's fine. Okay. Park's okay. Everybody's okay because this whole thing is a simulation of...
Park is fine.
Of just odd occurrences or random incidences.
So I have things start to get a little suspicious for me as a viewer. Nurse Park dead. Yeah, I can see that. Claire gone crazy. Yeah, okay, we've been down that road before. But Malloy dead? I don't know.
Yeah, but then you have Alara walking around. She can't find anybody. There's fucking nobody to talk to. There's
Alara
nobody. She's trying to intercom people.
Yeah, so she makes it to the bridge because she decides to go back there, and there's no one there. And when have you stopped watching?
Keep going. I'll tell you.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll tell you.
So no one's on the bridge. No one's responding. So they're like, we're close to the plasma storm.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, better head my way to engineering then.
Yeah.
Still no one around.
Can't find it.
Then we find Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just doing some beep booping. Typical like...
Yeah. Well, because power's down again.
Yeah.
She's wandering through flashlight and all this shit. She finds the engine room. She can't do shit about it.
So they're looking for logs, I think.
Well, they can't do anything because there's no power. So they have to do like this alternative. Or he's got to. Isaac's got to do something to give the thing power. Because they can get just enough to put up some shields.
No, they're both trying to figure out what happened to everybody. Because Isaac's like, I was in the bridge and I suddenly found myself alone, so I made it here.
Yeah.
The power's out, but I just got this thing on. Maybe we can see what happened to... Maybe we can check the logs and see what happened to our crew. And then Alara kind of has been like... She starts to break down and she starts to be like, oh, he's dead. I can't believe he's dead. And then I was like, we must hurry or the creature might kill us too.
Right.
And she's like, what?
Yeah.
What? I didn't say creature.
Tell you what happened.
How do you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then, we got a good little, like, they just, and then standard, like, you did this, bum, bum, bum.
Which, and then they get into a scuffle, which
they're just throwing each other around.
I can't stand it because Isaac is now, and this is all the fault of the director or the producer or whatever it is. Because this whole time it's like I know robots aren't real. Isaac's not a real robot, but I'm buying it because he's not stiff, but he's robot stiff.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden he's bending at the knees and he's hucking shit and he's like, it's like he has all these extra movements and extra like fluidity to him.
Robot.
Yeah, but through any of this he has like when he's shooting a gun and everything's real stiff-ish.
Yeah.
But now he's got all these random, like, rubberized movements, and I'm just like, this is fucking horse shit.
Yeah. So... And
I was kind of waiting for a Scooby-Doo reveal.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, like, I waited for anybody to turn into the clown.
Or it not being Isaac, you know what I mean? Like, it's Isaac's same race, but they all look alike. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, all the robots look alike. Right. Oh, this is... I'm sure we're gonna get that whatever episode
shit's gonna take over.
No, whatever episode or next season or this one where we meet another one of Isaac's race, it's just gonna be this exact same. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
I am Frank. Like same. Isaac is Frank. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Alara gets a shotgun and sets it on maximum, and Isaac doesn't believe that she will shoot him.
Yeah, you won't. You're not going to shoot me.
Boom,
you won't
boom,
do it.
Shot.
Done. So he flies all the way back.
And then,
now here's my thing: if she's got it set on maximum, and same thing you were saying about Park,
he's a robot. But
he would still disintegrate.
But it would make more. It would make more sense for Isaac not to because he's a robot. You know what I mean? Like they could easily throw away that. Oh, his super hard skin.
Right. He's not turning into molecules and shit.
So we get alarm going off. Inner hull compromised. Evacuate ship immediately. Inner hull compromised. And so she's like, I have to get to the shuttle bay.
And I'm checked out.
I gotta go to the shuttle bay.
And this is when I turn the show off.
Hey bro, let's go to shuttle bay, bro.
Hey, bro.
So she's running, and then all of a sudden it pans out, and it sees that she's running in a simulation, which I was like, I remember watching it the first, just being like, what?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, but I'm not a happy. It's not a happy surprise.
Yeah. And this, I've stopped the show at this point because I have to meet Matt to go watch Justice League. But I find a couple minutes. I go, you know what? Let me do this.
Is there any way of knowing what you thought of the movie?
You know,
hate to plug our own stuff.
I don't know, but if you want a full breakdown of how we feel about the characters and the way the movie played out, you can go to our previous episode. Should be titled Justice League or Justice League something.
Or click here for Justice League tickets.
And yeah, you listen to our opinions about it and see how it went.
Yeah.
You know?
So at this point, I'm like, what? I guess I'm I'm not that excited about it.
And I was surprised by
surprise simulators is like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So we learned that Isaac made a program for her to help face her fears, and that Ed, this is what we know at this moment, that Ed's like, we should stop her. This has gone on too far. And then Isaac's like, I can't. I don't have the authority to stop you. He's like, I'm the captain. Why you have authority. And then, sorry, wait, give me a sec.
This is before the simulator gets flipped off?
Yes. So then, sorry. So, yeah. So I, like, as in, what do you mean you don't have authority? And before the simulator started, Alara apparently started Directive 38, which is a directive which makes perfect sense that if the captain is ever compromised and poor judgment, Directive 38 gives the chief of security full control.
Compromised, drunk. He says like a bunch of shit. He says
drunk or taken or yeah. So Alara needs to end the simulation for this to happen, right? So now it's full on me because I'm literally like, Rob's checked out, so I need to explain what's going on to Rob.
And more checked out than bored because I need to be somewhere.
So she gets to the shuttle bay and we get a little bit of a it's dark in the background, and then we get a flash, then we see Isaac behind her, and then we get another flash, and he's right behind her, and it grabs her, like one of those scares. He has red lights now on his eyes because he's evil.
Tripping balls.
So she punches him away, and she gets into a shuttle, and then Isaac literally walks to the front of the bay with like a flammable thing and just shoots it and sets the whole, like, for her to get the shuttle bay out, she needs to fly through fire.
Right.
Symbolism.
Gotcha.
Face her fears.
Did she do it?
Yes.
Good.
And then the ship blows up.
Damn right it does. Nothing else for it to do.
Yeah, ship blows right up, ending the simulation. And she's scarred, she's battered, she's like...
That was... Okay.
And then Kelly and Ed walk out, and they're like, okay, calm down. It's just a simulation. She's like, why? Like, as anyone would be like, why would you do that to me? That was awful. And then we're like, you did it to yourself. And then fade away to the next scene. Like what? Credit, like commercial break.
Yep.
So, all right, let's see. I have it written here. We learn that she put the whole thing together to test herself, to push her to face her fears, and to expect the unexpected.
Indeed.
So Isaac helped her create a simulation where she would never be caught off guard in a crisis again. Mm-hmm. If anything, this simulation just taught her how she freezes up in like this.
Well, it taught her to be aware of it,
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's going to help her, but in reality, I don't know.
She got it too quick. She was like, but then if I thought of this, how did I memory wipe? Like she,
fuck that.
Dr. Claire didn't be like, oh, we with our new memory wipe technology, we did that. She was just like it was, I forgot to charge my phone.
Yeah. That memory wipe.
Memory wipe.
It's warm like an Edgar suit.
Bum, bum, bum. So Isaac needed help with making the situation basically he made up a story and he put different fears in. Mm-hmm. So I have all the fears listed here. Lamar is clowns. Heights and the Abyss was Claire. Mm-hmm. Surgery, as in like fear of surgery, was Malloy. Mm-hmm. Ed is spiders, so it was Ed who was afraid of spiders. Kelly is isolation, as in no one on the ship.
Gotcha.
And Crazy Isaac is Bortus, being taken over by a superior race.
Oh,
yeah. Oh. And then a funny joke. You ready? Bortus standing there just went, "I feel very vulnerable right now. I will leave." And then they're all like, "Oh, okay," and he just like walks out.
Gotcha.
So, so Ed's like, you used Directive 38. Like, careers can be ruined by that. Mm-hmm. Like that's like, if you use that directive wrong, they could end a career. Another career-ending thing happening on this ship. Like Alara taking the ship. Okay, remember when she was in charge and she took the ship against the Admiral's orders?
Yes.
So she did that. Uh-huh. And she's also just did Directive 38, which is a big no-no. So that's 2 red stamps on her file already. And she's 20-something. I think they said her age.
24 or something.
I think she said her age. She's 24.
Yeah, she's early 20s.
She has a whole career left of, maybe even bigger mistakes she can do, for like more just reasons. But in 6 months, she already has 2. That's a no. Yeah,
but they're not going on a permanent record. Like, she should have the stamps, but it's not happening.
Sorry, Ed says that she should be court-martialed for what she did, but because she owned every situation, she should have no doubt that she should be capable of doing her job.
Yeah.
And then she goes to bed with a smile.
Good for her.
Like, I'll see you Monday kind of thing. Haha.
Wednesday.
That has to be our fastest one yet. Because honestly, I didn't like the ending, and it kind of ruined the whole episode for me.
Really?
I thought it was a good episode, started strong, and like, what the fuck's going on? I liked that. I liked like them freaking out and them not knowing what. Like, normally when something happens, they're like, what was that? Oh, that was a blah 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 blah. Like, here's the solution to it right away. But they're like, we got to figure this out.
All this is like, it seems like they cut out like a lot of filler. Like, this was probably the one episode that I think was better made, even though I've just talked shit on it. Like, it's better made. Like, it was all driven.
About halfway through, I said to myself, Rob probably likes this episode.
And I didn't really like it, but out of all the episodes, like, out of everything else being a fucking 0, like, giving this one a 2 makes it the better episode.
Yeah.
But like I said, like, this episode just was just driven. They just kept going, and that was good.
It was a shitty M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Oh, the twist sucked for sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
but everything else is like, oh, this is what's going on. Oh yeah, remember this?
I watched. I think I told you this, but I watched Split, and then I watched Unbreakable. How are they connected? Watch them to find out. But my girlfriend was like she found out. Well, she's like, oh, why are you making because my dog was there. Like, oh, you're making my dog watch scary movies, Saw, and then M. Night Shyamalan films. And then I just went, what do you think M. Night Shyamalan films are? She's like, they're like the scary ones, right? With like the gore and stuff.
She's never watched it?
She's not a big movie ish. No, gotcha. Sorry, not an M. Night Shyamalan movie head. Yeah. But I was like, no, M. Night Shyamalans have twists at the end.
Yeah,
like, that's his big
dumb
thing.
Twists.
And then I told her the M. Night Shyamalan joke. What's the worst thing about getting a hand job off of M. Night Shyamalan? There's always a twist at the end.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's very clever, and yet it explains M. Night Shyamalan very well.
Yes, indeed. He
but
sucks.
I did not like. I thought the ending ruined the episode for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if it was a mass hallucination by the plasma, or maybe it was a real hallucination, like it was technically a hallucination, but the plasma made it real, kind of thing, haunting them for their fears and such. But other than that, no bueno.
Nope.
Was not happy this week.
No, finally.
Am I gonna
coming over to the side?
Ooh.
What do we got lined up for next week?
We got nothing. We got a 2-week break.
Another 2-week break.
Yes, because I think they're dragging it out for the last 2 episodes.
Gotcha. Oh, okay,
so there's only 2 more.
Okay.
Season finale is coming up quick.
Okay. Do we have a name for the next episode coming up? We got anything going on there?
I don't think we did. Last time I checked, last week we didn't, but maybe it's been released. New Dimensions.
New Dimensions?
Yeah.
So they're going to end up on another planet.
Or another reality. It's a new
that can go either way there.
Huh?
I said, yeah, that can go either way there.
And what you mean? Like, they've been on other planets. They've been on new planets.
Well, a new dimension, like a different planet, or a new dimension, like they're just going to be in a bunch of weirdo shit.
I think by the look of the next time on the Orville, because it didn't actually say much about the episode, but I think it might be, I could be 100% wrong, tweet at me if I'm wrong, a Lamar and Malloy episode, like goofing off together.
We've not had one of those yet?
We haven't had a buddy cop one yet.
Okay.
But maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
We'll see. So, highlights?
Highlights.
Where are yours?
Pies.
Okay, that whole thing?
Yes, but probably Probably killing a character, like maybe not a big character, but showing the repercussions of a character dying, and then having her fully. You think she would know that someone's gonna die? Someone's gonna die under her.
Gotcha.
As being the chief of security, do you know what I mean? Like, you think she'd know that? But I guess the reality of it. And funniest joke was probably pies or. Not many jokes in this one.
Yeah, there was a lot of straight jokes.
No. Directive 38, and then Ed went, no shoes in the mess hall. Like, sorry, no, like must wear shoes in the mess hall. Like, no. Directive 30. Oh, that one. Like, you know, he got it wrong. I got a little chuckle out of that one. Yeah. You?
Yeah. Still, no physical laughing.
No.
No
burst out laughing. Rob?
Never. But I thought I liked. He's a neat guy. You're going to send that to his mom.
Neat guy.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Outside of that, everything else was trash.
That was the last 3 episodes for you.
Oh, sure.
That was the last season.
I mean, looking back on it, it's been every episode.
Well, you know, we're this deep now.
Yeah.
We're ball deep.
And there's no giving up. We're going to keep going.
Oh, keep going strong.
Indeed.
If you find us through the Reddit, let us know, because I'm trying to get us going on our Reddit.
Yeah.
If I can figure it out right.
Yeah. A lot of rules there.
Yeah, well, like not just that. I don't know anything about Reddit, but I'm just posting on the Orville site. But
yeah.
I'm just going to do a link to our whatever. And we appreciate the listening, the sharing.
Definitely. All the love we're getting.
You're going to do a shout out to our brother podcast, if you will, the Creature Club.
Love the Creature Club.
It's a D&D podcast on the Monster Manual, the Monster Guide of the 5th edition, I believe, and they're just going through them alphabetically. They got little sections on how, like, on stats on the beast, and then how to fight it, and then what the best way for a dungeon master to put the creature in.
What episode are they on?
They are on episode 5 with animated objects.
Good. Yeah,
I believe.
Check them out. I mean, they're definitely on the iTunes. I don't know where else.
They're on the iTunes, and they have a website.
Indeed. Oh, they got a website.
I believe so. Creatureclub.com.
Well, the fuck don't we have a website?
Well,
obviously we know somebody who can fucking do it.
Well, hold on. Let me see if they have a website or not. I could be wrong.
I'm just saying. Text them. See if we can get a little of that sweet action, sweet website action.
Podcast or just do .com? Like, I'm just doing a look for them.
Yeah.
CreatureClubPodcast.com.
Oh, shit.
A weekly podcast where 3 friends get excited about monsters. So that's CreatureClubPodcast.com. And yeah, Creature Club episode 5, animated objects. Every Monday.
Yeah, text your brother. See how we can get on that.
How you make a website? I'm sure we know.
Well, I mean, if they can just do something like that for us.
Ooh, did they have a contact?
Oh, shit. Contact them. But, yeah, let us know what you thought of the show. Go ahead and subscribe to us on through the iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. We're having some issues with iHeartRadio. If you can find us, let us know. Oh,
boy, we're getting there. We might do an episode on all that.
Yeah. I've got an email out to them trying to help us out with it. If you can find us on there, let us know. If you've looked for us and can't find us, also let me know. That's where you can catch our show. We're the Mars Pod on Facebook, Instagram,
and Twitter,
and the YouTube.
Oh, we're on YouTube too.
Subscribe to us on there. Follow us. Let us know what's going on.
If you want to listen to our back catalog of Orville episodes, but we also have other starting podcast episodes
we
where
go through
we
movies.
didn't really know what we were. We don't really know what we are now.
We cover Narnia. We cover a couple horror movies. We cover some TV shows, some conspiracies. We've got some flat earthing.
Rob's faith and belief in the earth being flat.
Indeed. So, I mean, we got a little bit of everything. Let us know if you've got an idea or something that we should talk about, or that you would like to hear why I hate it, probably. Send it in. Just keep in contact. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah. First person email, let's get $7 whole dollars.
That's it. So
Find out how. Email them.
Again, we appreciate you guys listening, and
Homage.
we will be talking to you soon.
Yep.
Thanks so
Good
much,
night,
guys.
everybody. Should we finally do episode 3 and 4 next week?